Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today we're just going to see how to present our audit paper with one question which is related to essay 580. Let us just go through the question quickly. CA Rajnikant is the statutory auditor of a company. He has completed the audit and issued the audit report dated 30th June 2024. Before signing the audit report, written representations dated June 29, 2024, that is one day before the date of audit report, the written representation was obtained from the management of the company. Discuss the significance of the date of written representation. Date of written representation is one day before the audit report. They are asking the significance of that and also state whether the written representation obtained on June 29th is appropriate or not. They are asking you to comment whether this is appropriate, that is whether it is correct or not. Let us quickly just see the answers which the students have written. The first one, they have written the facts. CA Rajnikant, statutory auditor, completed audit report 30th June. First of all, you can write the facts, plus please don't write the facts like this. Please don't put arrow mark like this. They are not going to understand what you are writing. If you are writing the facts, you are not going to get marks for that, correct? But please write clearly. Write what exactly is the fact. The second is the provision reference as per essay 580 written representation, correct. The written statement by the management is provided to the auditor, correct. The written statement is by the management to the auditor to confirm certain matters or to support the audit evidence, perfect. Analysis, in this case the auditor of the company CA Rajnikant has completed and issued the audit report on June 30th and he has also obtained the written representation from the management before the issuance of the audit report. As per essay 580, the date of written representation should be as near as practicable but not after. This is the key word. As near as practicable but not after the date of audit report. So here, what is it? Here in the conclusion, they are saying that he has obtained the written representation as near as practicable but not after the date of issuance of audit report. So it is perfectly alright. What is the second answer? The facts given as CA Rajnikant, the statutory auditor of the company, has completed the audit and issued the audit report on 30th June. He has got the written representation dated June 29, 2024. See here the facts are perfectly given. No marks allotted for facts again. But here 1, 2, 3 perfectly they have written the facts. Provision. As per standards on auditing 580, you can just write essay 580, no problem, save some time. Written representation, the auditor has to get the written representation as near as possible. Please don't write your own words. It's as near as practicable. Before the audit report is issued, the auditor shall request the management and where appropriate TCWG to. And please do not write these short forms. If you want to write TCWG, please write those charged with governance fully to provide a written representation and obtain sufficient and appropriate audit evidence. In the analysis, they have written, in this case, CA Rajnikant is statutory auditor of the company, okay. Auditor can get the written representation even before the audit report is issued. No, the auditor can get the written representation before the audit report is issued is enough. No need this even own words and all. If the management refuses to provide the written representation, he shall. See, here, from here to here, I am not saying this is wrong. This is as per the standard. But have they asked this question is the actual question. They have not asked what will happen if they refuse to provide the written representation and all of this. It is correct. If they refuse to provide, you have to discuss the matter with those charged with governance, re-evaluate, re-perform. All of this is correct. But it is not required as per the question. If the management gave the audit report, he shall perform the audit procedures and obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidence. Conclusion is, the auditor shall get the written representation before audit report requesting the management. If the management refuses, discuss again. You don't have to talk about what will happen if the management refuses. The question is very clear. The question is saying, state whether the written representation obtained on this date whether it is appropriate or not. They are not asking about if the written representation is not received by the management. This is with regard to the second paper. The third paper, this is a good paper, perfect paper. They are starting with the facts. CA Rajnikant, statutory auditor, has issued the audit report on 30th June. He has obtained the written representation from the management on June 29th. Perfect facts again. The provisions, SA 580 written representation, this shows that they know the standard number and the name. They are starting with that. It states that written representation are a written statement from the management to the auditor. Perfect. Which acts as an audit evidence or supports the existing audit evidence. Perfect. Written representation may be obtained at the date as near as practicable to the audit report, but not after the date of audit report. Perfect. Written representation pertains to all the financial statements and the period referred to as in the audit report. I saw around 30 papers today. Not a single person has written this paragraph. Very, very good. They are talking about written representation is pertaining to the financial statements, and the financial statements only auditor is signing the audit report on. That is why this written representation is pertaining to the financial statement. This is important. This statement is important. Now in the analysis they are saying, since the audit report is signed on June 30th and written representation is obtained before the date, the written representation is appropriate. So the conclusion is also clear that the written representation is appropriate. Now coming to the suggested answer, this is the RTP question for this attempt, the September attempt. Now in the suggested answers, let's just quickly read through it. As per SA 580, like I told you, you can just start off with the name and the number. The date of the written representation shall be as near as practicable to, but not after the date of auditor's report. Since written representation are necessary audit evidence, the auditor's opinion cannot be expressed and the auditor's report cannot be dated before the date of written representation. Furthermore, because the auditor must cover events occurring up to the date of auditor's report that may require adjustment or disclosure in the financial statements, the written representation are dated as near as practicable to, but not after. They are saying the auditor must consider the event up to the date of auditor's report. That's why even though the written representation is received by the auditor one day prior to the date of audit report, he can still consider that. In the given situation, CA Rajnikant obtained written representation on June 29th. Auditor's report is signed on June 30th. From the above, it can be concluded that written representation can be done appropriately. So this is the conclusion that they are expecting. This is the analysis that they are expecting. And this is the facts of the case. This is the way you will have to write the exam base.